Welcome to this Champion Spotlight. Introducing Grimnir, Battlesmith of the Gods. Grimnir is a furious fighter with tons of lockdown who specializes in taking advantage of his enemies' misplays in order to catch them off guard, hold them in place, and wipe them off the map. Grimnir's first ability is Sweeping Blows. Grimnir brandishes his hammer in a cone, damaging enemies on impact. Sweeping Blows is one of Grimnir's highest sources of damage, but is rather difficult to land. Wait until an enemy is stunned or taunted to ensure that all 3 blows hit their target. Grimnir's second ability is Death Blow. Grimnir trades barbs with an enemy, damaging and taunting them. Death Blow is one of Grimnir's first defenses against overly aggressive enemies. Death Blow's taunt not only causes enemies to follow you for its brief duration, it also prevents enemies from using their abilities, which can put a stop to potentially deadly enemy combos. Grimnir's next ability is Grim Destruction. Grimnir hurls his hammer forward, damaging and snaring the first enemy it hits. Grim Destruction can be an excellent tool for slowing down a retreating opponent, or can be a great way to engage a fight, especially when you can manage to snare an opponent under tower. Next up is Grudge. Grimnir attacks an enemy, damaging them each second. The target is stunned for the duration of the ability channel. Not only does Grudge stun opponents for a full 2.2 seconds, it also deals a ton of damage. The only trade-off for this ability is that Grimnir is also locked in place for the duration of the channel. Make sure your allies are better positioned to follow up on your engage than your target's allies are. Grimnir's final ability is Rune Armor. Grimnir sparks his armor to life, granting him an instant burst of healing. Rune Armor is Grimnir's best way to sustain in lane. The ability has a fairly low cooldown and can be used frequently, providing a challenge for enemies who try to poke Grimnir down at range. Grimnir players should look for opportunities to catch enemies where they shouldn't be. Take advantage of positioning and enemy over-aggression to catch normally evasive enemies by surprise. While Grimnir doesn't have the speed to stay out of lane for extended periods of time, taking advantage of a pushed lane to help out teammates in other lanes is one way Grimnir can maximize his utility. Grimnir's biggest challenge lies in his lack of any true gap closer, meaning that assassins and other mobile champions can be tough to outmaneuver. Try to preempt enemy evasion with Death Blow in order to slow down enemy escapes. And be careful not to go overly aggressive yourself. Grimnir's role as a fighter means that he can do well in both a solo as well as duo lane. Talents can help him secure his role in either situation depending upon player preference. For a solo lane, try gaining bonus damage resistance at Tier 3. Give Grim Destruction an additional 1-second snare at Tier 7, and heal for an additional 20 health over 5 seconds with Rune Armor. To better support an ally in a duo lane, reduce enemy resistance with Sweeping Blows at Tier 4. Give Grimnir extra critical chance for each nearby teammate at Tier 5, and deal bonus damage to enemies who kill you at Tier 9. Thanks for watching this Champion Spotlight. Visit callofchampions.com for the latest news and information.